was my intention to record these very simple and short life lessons for anybody who may be just getting to know my work in the world and maybe meeting me for the first time, or maybe somebody who's been following my work. And because stories is what unites us, right? Stories is what makes our life so rich. And if this is the first time we meet, my name is Katerina Satori. I was born and raised in Russia, in Soviet Russia, right during the time of a great collapse of that country. And I came to United States when I was 23 years old. And I instantly knew this was my land. And I immigrated here on student exchange visa with $3 to my name. And my very first job was housekeeping. And I am so grateful for those humble beginnings because it prepared me for my work right now, 15 years of preparation for my true calling. And probably the first life lesson that I'll share in this video, because I rarely know what will come through when I turn on the video and decide to speak. It's kind of a sort of a mix of channeling, where you just allow the transmission to come through you. I would say the first life lesson, and this one is that we all have a unique assignment. I call it higher purpose. Some people call it dharma. Some people call it your purpose, your higher purpose, your destiny, but something that only you can do in this world and only I could do in this world. And even if many other people do what you do, what I do, for example, teach or make videos or create courses, it's a combination of my gifts and abilities and my frequency that makes my work unique. So is you, right? It's not about doing something that never been done before, right? It's bringing your unique combination of your talents and your unique vibration that only you can bring, that makes your work so unique. So let's go back to that life purpose and that higher purpose assignment. I believe we all feel there's a higher destiny for us. And we remember that when we are children, the first 7 years old, remember that time where anything feels like anything is possible, right? So we're so in tune with that bigger, pure reality in our first 7 years. We remember that we came to this planet for a reason. And then the process begins that's called the process of conditioning or imprinting by peers, parents, society, of what we have to be or what we should be, right? To have a safe job or to become this, or to become that. And this entire environment, what it's doing, it's basically makes us more and more deaf to the voice of our true higher purpose, unless you're very, very blessed to be raised by a highly aware, highly conscious parents who tender that young soul and who guide it onto the path of the higher purpose. But usually we choose the families, we choose the parents on a level of the soul that can support us in stepping into our true path. And sometimes we choose a very turbulent childhoods in order for us to start our spiritual search, to start our search for our true self at a younger age. This was my story. I was born and raised in a quite turbulent family background. I grew up with 5 stepdads, and not at the same time, but my mom remarried 5 times. And my mom, was raised by her mother, who was an orphan of a World War II. There was no education, no tools available, really no training of how to become a parent, right? People of that generation would just become a parent at 20 years old, still carrying such huge wounds from surviving the war. So my mom did the best she could, of course, raising me. But when I was a child, I had a lot of traumatic experiences that really hmm, taught me to shut down my emotions and to shut down my feelings and to disconnect from the body, right? But it all served its purpose because the work that I'm doing right now is helping others connect with their feelings, connect with their true desires, connect with their bodies. No matter what I do, whether I teach people how to launch their businesses, whether I teach people how to expand their consciousness, it all begins with feeling our body, coming back to our body, beginning to listen to our heart. So all this to say is what I've noticed, every single experience from my life was preparing me for my higher purpose, for the work that I'm doing right now. And I see this applicable to every person who is willing to look deeper and to notice that everything we survived as children, no matter if it was mild or if it was really turbulent, the bigger the trauma, the bigger the gift, the bigger the wound, the bigger the gift. When we begin to see it, we begin to pay attention to what were those experiences that prepared us, that they're all guiding us towards something. And right now, when the world is going through so much change and so much uncertainty, um, I intuit many people are looking for a deeper meaning in their lives. They're asking for these big questions. What would be possible for me? What is possible for me? What is my true path in life? And I encourage everyone to believe in that and to begin looking deeper into these questions and to journal about them, because every single one of us absolutely has that higher purpose, that higher assignment. And you know where it's hidden? It's hidden within our body. The body holds the answers. It's always been holding the answers. You know, the mystical teachers, they say everything you look is within you, all the answers is within you. Well, I'd like to expand this understanding and to say it's actually within your body, it's within your cells. And every time we do this courageous journey of looking within and cultivating a practice of stillness, of being with ourselves. You know, for me, meditation was never easy. It didn't come to me easy. So my way of looking within has always been through journaling, opening up my journal, and writing about my feelings. You know, how I feel today, what is moving through me, what is present to me right now. And something is so healing when you start this process of cultivating a relationship with your inner being. Your inner being holds all the answers. So every day, spending, you know, time with your inner being. I do a lot of that in my morning practice and evening practice, and during the day, I check in with my inner being. How are you? What do you feel? What do you require right now? And then when you cultivate intimacy with your inner being, it begins to open up to you. It begins to guide you. And the voice of that guidance comes from the voice of your heart. It's a soft voice. It's not a harsh voice, demanding voice, criticizing voice. That's the voice of, you know, of the not awakened mind, of the monkey mind, right? The voice of the heart is loving, encouraging, um, nurturing, that says, take another chance, spend time with your heart. You are safe, you are loved. So the process of finding your purpose, finding your true calling in life starts with this first step, spending time with your inner being and cultivating intimacy with that part of yourself. And you can start with journaling every day. You can start with meditation. You can start with taking walks in nature or listening, you know, really, really listening. And then next step is to begin to ask question. I've learned this from Deepak Chopra because it took me about 10 years to find my higher purpose. Or let's just say that my higher purpose found me after 10 years of training for it. And what Deepak Chopra taught me is that questions open the doors to new reality. So simply by asking yourself a question, what is my higher purpose? And asking it so deeply, like a prayer. I desire to know, you can address great spirit, universe, right? I desire to know what is my higher purpose. And it's all about not stopping to ask yourself that question, sitting in that inquiry, becoming curious, and writing down the answers, and the answers will come. Sometimes they come to you when you are asleep at night in your dreams. Sometimes they come through a messenger, like myself on the video, right? Sometimes they come through a loved one. Sometimes they come from the book. The answers come because this is a live universe that constantly speaks to you if we're just willing to listen. I'm not going to make this video too long. I hope it inspired you to believe that there is a higher calling for you, that there is a true, unique gift that you're here to bring to the world. And it all starts with deep listening and connection with your inner being. This was Katerina Satori. If you love this video, let me know in the comments what resonated with you the most. And if you'd like to learn more about my work, the best place to start is my website, KaterinaSatori.com, or my social media channels on Instagram, on Facebook. It's Katerina Satori. I'm there all the time, and you can find me there, and you can see the latest updates. So thank you so much for watching this video. It is my intention to create more new content. So if you have a question, if you desire to, if you wanted me to cover a particular topic, just let me know in the comments. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful moment wherever you at, and believe in the power of your gift, believe in the power of your destiny, and your inner being is the one that holds all the answers.